Fiancé found out about my college days, hasn't talked to me in 3 days. I don't know if this is the end. I've been with my fiancé for 2 years, engaged for 2 months. I can go on and on about how great he is, but I won't waste your time. He's awesome. Him and my sister's boyfriend have gotten really close over the past year, and they talk at least twice a week, whether on the phone or FaceTime, or just hanging out with all four of us. Sister has been with her boyfriend since high school, so obviously her boyfriend knows me very well, as well as my dating history. Last weekend, because of the quarantine, we all thought it would be fun to drink and hang out over FaceTime. It was a FaceTime double date, and we all had a blast, laughing, playing drinking games. We all partied for over an hour, and that's when I was over it and decided to leave the party to call my sister directly without the boys in another room. Well, my fiancé and her boyfriend stayed on FaceTime and continued to get drunk together. During this time, I couldn't hear anything because I was in another room and was talking to my sister. Sister's boyfriend goes and tells a bunch of stories about my college days and how many guys I hooked up with. Just so everyone knows, I don't know the actual number. My first 3 years of college was literally one giant party. Without being too descriptive, I admit I was excessive, but at the time it was just what we did. I was single during that time, and me and my friends did a lot, with a lot of guys. Most of them I couldn't even pick out of a lineup, but again, I was in college. Anyways, one of the parties I went to, I ended up hooking up with 4 different guys at the same time. This is relevant later. My fiancé is handsome as F, and I know for a fact he's been with several women. We talked about our past a lot in the beginning of our relationship. I wasn't 100% honest with mine, and I can only assume that he was. After everyone hung up, me and my fiancé were laying in bed and about to sleep when he just calmly asked me, "Did you get banged in college?" My response was, "What the F? Why would you ask that?" That's when he told me everything that my sister's BF told him. He told me details I'm not even sure are 100% true because, again, blur. But a lot of the information was accurate, and so I just told him yes, it was one time. He continued asking questions about the other stuff, but the bang thing kept coming up, and he had a lot of questions about it that I answered the best of my knowledge. Fast forward to Wednesday. Things had been fine and normal Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, but on Wednesday, radio silence. He hasn't texted or talked to me in 3 days. The breaking point was tonight when he came home from work and he asked me, "Are you friends with any of the guys on Facebook?" Again, not lying to him, I admitted that yes, I was friends with all of them. He left a few hours ago, and I have no idea where he is or what he's doing. I'm tempted to call the cops, but I feel like that will just make it worse. I feel like garbage. I effing hate my sister's boyfriend right now, but maybe it's not even his fault. Maybe I should have been more honest. I'm so lost. He is the best thing that ever happened to me, and I've never seen him like this before. Is this the end? He refuses to return my calls and texts. Update: fiancé left me after he found out about my crazy college days. He eventually came back in the middle of the night and we talked until the morning. We both agreed that he needs to distance himself from the relationship while he figures stuff out. He admitted the only thing he cared about was the bang, and he told me he couldn't get the visual out of his head. He then told me about a trio he had in college, which I think is totally made up, and he just wanted to get a rise out of me, but who knows? It just sounded so unbelievable, and it felt like he was trying to get back at me. We did make love before we went to sleep, but it was not good, and by not good I mean he felt like he was just trying to punish me once again. Everything was weird from the kissing to the ending. He left in the morning to go stay with his parents, and I haven't seen him since. We still text every day, but it's different. Everything is different, and at this point I'm almost positive we aren't going to get married. And again, at this point, I'm okay with that. I know I messed up and I know I lied, and all I can do is live and learn. I'm planning on using my work program that helps people find therapists. It's part of my benefits, and I've never used it before, and I'm legitimately excited to start working on myself for the future, whatever may happen between me and him.
You know, I think women are ridiculous. They say, they preach so much that body count shouldn't matter, your past shouldn't matter. Yet even they know that it does matter. Even they know it's a bad look on themselves. Why is this woman not being honest? You know, most women would not tell you their body count, not tell you their true body count at least. Most women know that being used by dozens upon dozens of men does not paint you in a good light. So no, her whatever, I think her friend, her sister's boyfriend is not at fault, because at least someone should be honest, and she wasn't honest with him, because again, she's ashamed of it. Women are ashamed of it, so that's why they don't announce it to the world. They announce their independence, yet they wouldn't announce their sexual history. And I have to say that it is ridiculous that women think past does not matter, that body count does not matter, because it's a show of character. Here's a woman that had a gangbang, right? That had dozens upon dozens of partners that she don't even remember, that she's not even that close to them. She didn't value any of them, that none of them were worth commitment. but she let them use her body. So you think so lowly of your body that men can use it. Oh no, it's women are taking back their power. You know, they're having sex. It's so like, it's delusional propaganda. No, men are using you. You're not using men, because it's women get an emotional connection when they have sex. So many partners, it desensitized them to sex. So it's not as special as it could have been. Women just don't see that. They're just blinded to how, because of feminism and modern women propaganda ideology has just ruined and rotted their brain. But deep down, they know the truth. That's why this woman's she wasn't honest with her supposed fiance. Supposedly the man that she loved, she wasn't 100% honest with him. You going into a relationship, a potential marriage, not being honest. So it's built on lies. So this is the fallacy of modern day women right here. That I believe that this will happen a whole lot more, where women's past will come and bite them. And it's all women's fault, because women devalue themselves, especially in their early years. Oh, live it up. You know, you're in your 20s, live it up. You should have fun in your 20s. Let men use your bodies in your 20s. Is that fun? Is that really fun? To let random men that you wouldn't even want to be in a long-term commitment with, use yourself, use your body? How is you calling your body a temple when you just let men just use you? It is ridiculous. This is why it's show of character, show of morals, show what kind of women you are, that you don't value yourself, that again, you're letting men use you. I want to make that clear. You are. And you don't hold any standards, or at least you didn't before. And now to him, you have standards, right? To him, he has to work for being with you. He has to put in effort to have sex with you. These past men didn't. Was it 4 men didn't have to? At once, they didn't have to put in any effort, right? They didn't have to follow any rules to have you at once. This is the accountability that women are lacking, and that it will show in their future, where women will come into relationships already on a lie, because they're not going to tell their significant other their past, because they're embarrassed about it. So if just so happens that he finds out that, you know what, she was so loose with her body that she didn't value herself, well, that's going to be a hard thing to swallow. Plus, it's indicative, right, of personality traits, where you probably are not even satisfied with your man. Okay, that happens. That happens in relationships or in marriages. I've seen it. I've heard it, where you're not even satisfied with your man, or you hold back from your man. Like, you don't want to do any of the wild stuff that you did in college. Well, that's going to hurt him too. Because why does he have to suffer for something that, you know, you now choose not to want to do, when you did it with so many other men? There's so many stories that I've heard because of women who were promiscuous in their past and have changed for whatever reason in their present, right? And that will hurt their future. It will, some way, somehow, it will affect your future. So this is why I want to promote accountability. Know what you're doing. Accept it, you know? You chose it, then well, that's the outcome is going to be the outcome. That's it. But you know what? Instead of waiting for the outcome, actually prevent it by not doing stupid things. Having some more value in yourself. You know, that's it.